Hey guys, today we're gonna cover the stages, witness testimonies, and a crisis of trust in the event when the alarm sounds, starting off with witness testimonies. Aside from the usual rules that apply for every single stage, which is apply and cleanse debuffs, there's a bonus objective here that says let the enemy successfully summon obfuscated testimony, and in order for you to do that, you simply have to stall this battle out, because once the enemy uses her ultimate, she channels a summon for 2 rounds. After these 2 rounds, she will summon the adds that you will have to kill then. And when she does so, you have to be ready and make sure that you can deal a lot of damage, that your main DPS has his ultimate ready and multiple incantations, so that you will have enough damage once she summons her 2 adds. And yeah, all the turns before that it will take a little while. Be patient and get ready, because the moment she summons her adds, you will, as I said, have to deal a lot of damage, because otherwise they will deal a lot of damage to you. They do tremendous damage, and you actually might use the battle if you are not prepared and ready for when she summons these adds. Keep in mind that when she channels her summon, she gains a shield, and you cannot break that shield, because otherwise you would stun her and she would not gain Moxie, and the battle stalls out even longer. So leave her alone and don't break that shield. Wait with everything until she summons her adds. You can see me here playing this, that I get ready, right? You see I unlocked my ultimates and everything to then be ready. But now she's using her ultimate, and that means she will gain a shield. So after that, then I have to be careful to not deal too much damage to her anymore. Additionally, that you gain a special incantation here, and you want to use this special incantation once she used her ultimate, because for every single attack that she does, the special incantation makes it so that she will gain damage reduction minus a certain percent. So the more she attacks you, the more damage she will then take in subsequent turns. And only once she used her ultimate will she attack you twice, and that's how you gain the most efficiency out of this special incantation. And that's really about it. Stall the battle out. Now she channels for 2 rounds. Don't break that shield that you see on her. You can still use your stuff, right? You have to still cleanse debuffs and so on and so forth, but don't break that shield, and use the special incantation from here on out. Use your melody, of course, to get your incantations for your main DPS ready, so that you will hit enough damage once she actually summons these adds. And that is the fight. There they are. And now you can see my main DPS is Lucy. You can see I have a whole lot of incantations ready with my main DPS, plus her ultimate, plus additional ultimates. So I'm ready now to deal a whole bunch of damage. And you can already see I had shields ready, I had Fatutu's damage spread ability ready, and I still took a huge amount of damage and debuffs. And next turn these 4 enemies will deal even more damage to me, and I will be in risk of dying. That's why you have to be ready to obliterate them right now, otherwise it could get too late. And that's how I win the battle. In my case, since I use Lucy, I focus the add way in the front, because it's already damaged, and that would give me the highest amount of chance to kill it. And whenever I kill an enemy, Lucy uses her extra action, her follow-up attack. And that is how she maximizes her damage. Nothing else deals as much damage for me as this. So that's what I aim for. For you, that might be a little bit different. You might probably want to focus one of the other ads that she summoned actually. But yeah, you can see that's the whole point. Like, you have to get ready for this moment. There's enough time to get ready for this moment because you have to stall and stall and stall, because she has to gain Moxie, then she has to use her ultimate, then she channels for 2 rounds, and you use that time to get ready for the moment that she actually summons, and then you obliterate, just like I did right here. That's really all about there is to say about this battle. But once you finish the battle, you actually can get rid of one of 2 different perks, and yeah, I will show you this in just a second, and that way you should be able to win this battle and unlock the bonus objective. At the end of the battle here, this is the screen, you will now be able to eradicate one of these 2 things. Either at the start of every other round, gain a shield with max HP 20% for 3 rounds, right? And when entering a battle, you summon. The enemy summon something when entering battle, and when it dies, they resummon it. So what you want to get rid of here is the shield on the left hand side on your screen. At the start of every other round, they gain a shield. Get rid of that shield. That is quite beneficial, conquering especially the next fight that we're gonna cover right now. But for each subsequent stage, it is very beneficial to get rid of this shield, so do exactly that. In this fight, the bonus objective says win the fight while in the meditator's RAM status. How do you activate the meditator's RAM status is that you have 2 different incantations available, special incantations available for you, specific to this fight. And there's one special incantation that nets you, that activates the meditator's RAM status, and that's what you have to do. But yeah, more on that later. Then you have another special incantation. You can see this tree in my spell dock with the 4 stacks on it, and that simply leads to all of your attack incantations to apply additional debuffs, because that is, in every single battle here, very beneficial. We already figured that out in one of my previous videos. And yeah, it's simply damage non-stop to stack this unsparring or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called, but you have to stack something onto that boss, and you do that by simply attacking him non-stop. And yeah, you have to apply debuffs, you have to cleanse debuffs as always, and that's it for the fight. Now, the boss will at some point use his ultimate. There it is. And for this you have to be ready with your defenses, right? Have Fatutu's buff active, have some shields on yourself, and make sure that you don't have too many debuffs on yourself. Like, Fatutu will take care of this. Just keep an eye on it. It will come in handy. And that's it. Otherwise the boss won't deal too much damage to you. It's just this ultimate ability. Their overstrain. You saw that? That's what you have to stack on the boss, and you simply keep attacking him and it will stack, and you will deal more and more damage to him. Now, at some point at this fight, he summons an incantation into your hand that would eradicate your other incantations. The incantations to the right of this incantation. There it is. There you see this incantation right there. And you have to get rid of it by simply using it. You can use it on one of your DPS characters. I used it on the lady that helps me out in this fight here. I think her name is Kana Bulana or something like that. Sorry about that, but this is what I used this incantation on. It makes her unable to act because she will be put into a nightmare status. But she also gets another buff that is called Power Burst, and that would make her, once she is not any longer unable to act, make her deal more damage. So yeah, don't use this on your main DPS or something, like, yeah, use it on the support for this team that they give you. What you have to make sure on, you don't really have to use this incantation, right? But what you have to make sure of, you see, it would eradicate every incantation to its right, and you have to make sure that you don't eradicate the incantation that would put you into the Meditator's Realm status. This one cannot be eradicated by the other incantation. That's the key part to take away here. And also, like, yeah, get this boss to very low HP, and once he is at an HP percentage where you could confidently say, hey, I can kill this guy in the next 2 turns. Now, if you use the Meditator's Realm incantation, you have to be aware of the fact that this boss will become immune for the turn that you use this Meditator's Realm incantation on. But there's a way to negate this, and that is by simply do it like I do right here. You want this Meditator's Realm incantation to be at the end of your spell rotation. That way, that's the way around this 1 turn immunity that the boss gains. See, now that's active and now the boss is immune, right? So just use this incantation at the very end of your spell rotation and you will be just fine. Then, once you use this incantation, now you have to kill the boss in the next 2 turns. Otherwise you will fail the bonus objectives. And that's all there is to this fight. Now in the previous battle, yeah, like this boss, he takes quite a punch and he has a lot of regen effects and so on and so forth. So if you would not eradicate the shield that I told you about in the previous stage, this one here could prove to be quite annoying and yeah, maybe get out of hand and a little bit difficult. But if you eradicate the shield in the previous battle, this one here will be pretty much a walk in the park if you keep an eye on his ultimate and stuff. So there you go. That's all you have to know about this battle, and if you do it like that, it shouldn't be any issue. You know, get the boss low, use Meditator's Realm at the end of your spell queue, get ready for this turn, and then obliterate. And that's all there is. That was it. Yeah, which Purgy you eradicate here doesn't really matter. They are both nothing special. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope that was informative and fun. If you like Reverse 1999 content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and we love this game.